Welcome, ride along with Canelo and I. For this ride, we're just outside Puerto Escondido, Mexico, on the Pacific coast of the state of Oaxaca. This is a tropical savanna climate here, hot most of the year with dry months in winter and rain starting again in summer. We're in May right now, just coming out of the dry season. I love these rides as a way to take in the nature around us, so most of the time I'll leave you with just the sound of Canelo's hoofbeats, the birds, and the breeze. But I'll also point out a few of my favorite trees and plants along the way. And coming up is the first one I want to show you. This tree has a few different names: fence post tree, Nicaraguan cocoa shade tree, but it's all the same plant. It's common to see these as part of the fences. They put a post in the ground and the tree grows from that. There's some small ones, like this one that's on the right, but you're going to see an even bigger one right before the corner that we're coming up to. In this next section of road that we're approaching, everyone was getting their cars and their trucks stuck during rainy season. So a neighbor came in and put these rocks down. Like many places in the world, there's a lot of change happening here. This road used to be just a narrow trail, single track, but they widened it so the trucks working the fields farther in could pass. And there's always new layers of trails being made. In fact, we'll be exploring a new one in just a moment. Now there is another tree coming up that's very well known in the region. It's a Guanacaste, also called Perota here. Its wood is used all over Mexico for carpentry. It's strong, holds up against insects and moisture, and it's beautiful. And you'll see it in doors, tables, carved bowls, all kinds of things. The name Guanacaste comes from a Nahuatl word, and you can see the tree that we're approaching right now on the left. It's one of the biggest ones that's in this whole area. The Nahuatl word meant tree with ears. That's because of its seed pods, shaped like curled ears. In some traditions, the tree is said to represent listening and wisdom. And I love that idea, a tree that's been here so long, just quietly observing the land around it. So here's that new trail. This is the first time that Canelo and I have been down this trail, and it's good to have you along with us. Let's see what we find. Now this time of year, you might see what looks like bits of white cotton floating through the air or landing on the brush. And you see that tree that we're just passing now on my left? That's the buttercup tree. First, it bursts into color with bright yellow flowers, and then it produces seed pods filled with cotton-like fluff to carry its seeds. Canelo's not sure about going forward here. We're coming from passing this open field, and now we're facing this darker wooded area. But we'll go a little farther and see if we can find a way through. But we're at a fence. Time to turn around. There's nothing like the sound of hoofbeats and the call of a big open sky. And we're in that golden hour right now where the light from sunset is reflecting off of all the dried grass and the dried leaves as we're just coming out of winter for this region. It's a particular kind of beauty. You can see that big Guanacaste tree there on the left, silhouetted against the sun. Canelo knows what's ahead, and I think he's in a hurry to get there. Let's take a quick break here, because Canelo loves these little black nuts. I've asked around about the name of the tree that produces these, and usually I just get a shrug and someone says, "Oh, that's the tree with the black nuts." So I used a plant ID app, and it says it might be a bastard cedar. Not sure if that's totally accurate, but either way, all the horses seem to love its fruit. As we head off again, we're riding toward an area where they're putting in roads and getting ready to sell more building lots. You'll see a few neighbors already doing work here. In fact, we're just passing someone putting in a new cistern. But what I really want to show you is this towering cactus ahead. No, not that one. There's even a bigger one. Okay, it's just coming into view now. You can see it up there on the left. No matter how many times I pass these majestic cactus, they still amaze me. And while I don't know for sure, based on what I've read, this one could be around 80 years old. This region has a lot of rock that you can really see when they clear the land like this. And Canelo is great at being able to pick his way through the rock. In a direct line, We're only about 3 to 4 kilometers from the beach right now. So this area has a lot of sandy soils and all that you would expect with a region that's so close to the coastline. Here there's a lot of sticks and dried shrubs. So Canelo's picking the best way through. We're looking for another treat for Canelo, another spot where there's some nice green grass that he can take a little grazing break on. We're going to take our quick grazing break here, and then we'll catch up as we head for home. So now we're headed back, headed into the sun. And I think Canelo already hears his friends. This is one of my favorite stretches with this red clay dirt, and especially at this time of day, heading into the sunset. There's a really unique area that we're going to pass through that creates a kind of tree tunnel too. We're just coming into what I call the tunnel now, and just look how all these trees and shrubs seem to close around us. And then we come right back out into that bright sun again. Wanted to give you a different view here so you can see a bit more the expanse of the area. And also in that far field, I spotted Uvia and Quebradita. Those are the two mares that Canelo lives with. And you can hear them calling, and I know they're going to be finding their way through this patch of woods and coming along the fence line to meet up with us up ahead. And sure enough, here they come. What a beautiful ride to close out the day. Thanks so much for coming along, and I'll see you next time.